Man, we're doing big things. Shout out to Easton Fast Pitch. All right. Let's go ahead and get this going. I mean, I just got 3 topics that I want to get on here and talk to you real quick about these 3 topics. I ain't gonna be before you long, so you got to make sure you pay attention. Okay, it's not gonna be long and drawn out. I just want you to understand that you're in the right place when you see your boy come through. For the ones that don't know, my name is CJ Beatty, and I go by the Softball Motivator. Travel around the world. Can't travel right now, but travel around the world. And I like to speak to youth teams. I like to speak to universities. I last spoke before the pandemic in Southern Arkansas to their entire softball program. Southern Arkansas University. Shouts out to them. They hooked me up too. They gave me some great gear while I was out there. I said, okay, all right. I got Mueller. I think it was like Mueller. They were the Muellers or something like that. But anyway, I'm a person that just loves to, you can tell by my energy, motivate people. I want you to feel better about yourself and your situation. Okay. So I got 3 great topics that I want to talk and cover tonight on this action-packed live. But for real, shouts out to Easton Fast Pitch. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to be able to reach more people to help them take their game, their life to the next level. Fast Pitch, Easton Fast Pitch is doing some crazy things. They got some great coaches, great influencers on here that are motivating you to take your game to the next level. I mean, for real, because this pandemic, guys, is not going to be here forever. You know, I was saying it in a motivational speech on my podcast earlier today, and I was saying, listen, after every storm is a beautiful day, right? It's a beautiful day. So I don't want you to feel like, man, this pandemic is kind of gloomy. No, you got to grind through that thing, because whenever it's all said and done, you need to be ready. And that's why Easton Fast Pitch and Team Easton is bringing you the Stay Ready campaign. So I love it. I love it. I need for you to go get something to write with and something to write on. All right. That's how I gets down. All right, that's how I get it down. I want you to make sure you get something to write with and something to write on, because I'm going to give you some information tonight that I want you to take with you. I'm going to be on here giving out information on Easton Fast Pitch, I think for the next few weeks on every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. So you make sure you tune in if you like what you hear tonight. The first thing I want you to write down, if you have gotten it right now, my snails, hurry up. But the first thing I want you to write down at the top of your paper is, of course, stay ready. That's going to be tonight's broad topic. Stay ready. Okay. I already told you everybody's on pause. In my DMs, I'm getting a lot of players, you know, my softballers, my TSM family members. TSM stands for the Softball Motivator. My TSM sisters are coming in there and they're saying, like, listen, CJ, I'm just having a tough time with the pandemic, because I'm losing my motivation. We don't know when it's going to be up. We're losing tournaments. It's just not a great feeling right now. Well, the first thing that I told her, I said, listen, honey, you got to understand, everybody's on pause. Everybody's on pause on the planet. Okay. You're not losing anything, but I tell you what you are losing is you are losing this battle if you're not doing anything. So many people started out when this pandemic hit. They were so super motivated, almost like in January when it comes to the gyms being packed. You know, Planet Fitness and all the gymnasiums are packed at the beginning of the year because everybody's so super pumped. When the pandemic hit, everybody was so pumped up, right? So pumped up to be able to work at home, stay ready, work at home. But you notice how in your Instagram feeds and things like that, it's kind of tapered down a little bit, right? But don't let that be you. If you're a person that's kind of tapered down, it's okay, but don't let that stay you. You need to get up. You need to set you a plan, set you a schedule. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, same thing. If you was in school, you would be there Monday through Friday. So now you need to be in softball school. There's a lot of great programs out there. I know Schro, the package deal, all of those amazing influencers have softball school going on. Make your own softball school too. If you can't be a part of that, get out there and get with it. You feel me? All right. The first thing I want you to write down again at the top of your paper is stay ready. The first topic that we're going to talk about today is how to build confidence. How to build confidence, right? So write that down. Topic number 1, how to build confidence. And when I talk, because, I talk a little fast. When I talk and something goes off at the top of your head, like, man, that's dope, write that down. Okay? Write that down. Be like, ooh, that's good. If you're a parent on here and you're watching with your with your daughter, make sure you say, hey, didn't I tell you that? Write that down. Okay. There's going to be a lot of information that I'm going to spew out at you right here, right now. And I don't want you to miss it. Okay. So the first topic again is how to build confidence. That's one of the top 5 questions that I get asked all the time. How to build confidence. Well, the first thing that I want you to understand is if you're a person that doesn't work all the time, only practice when the coaches call practice. You practice hard at practice, but you don't put any extra work in. You have to be reminded to practice. Your parents always have to tell you, hey, did you throw today? Hey, did you work on your blocking today? Hey, did you swing today? Did you work on your fielding? Did you do those drills that your coach told you to do? If you always have to be reminded that, let me tell you something. Of course, you're not going to have confidence come game day. It ain't coming. It's not coming. You can look out the window all you want. Confidence is not coming. All right. Confidence is not something that you can really flip on and flip off like a light switch. OK, it's tough to turn on when you're not prepared. Hope you're writing this stuff down. If you're not prepared, it's nearly impossible to turn on confidence. I mean, for real, if you're not prepared, think about it. If I'm underprepared for a test in school, like I forgot to study or didn't study, how in the world am I supposed to be like, what? I'm about to ace this test. I feel great right now. Man, heck nah. When I get inside of that classroom and I ain't study for the material that's on that test, man, I got this feeling in my chest. I start to sweat a little bit. I start to get a little nervous. Sooner or later, I go to the point where I just feel awful. Confidence is gone, right? So I want you guys to understand that preparation puts you in position for you to have confidence, all right? If you are prepared, hear me closely. If you are prepared, all you have to do is just call on your confidence. I hope you wrote that down. If you are prepared, all you have to do is call on your confidence. What do you mean, CJ, when you say call on your confidence? It's as simple as that. You show up to the game and you're prepared. You've done everything you were supposed to do Monday through Friday leading up to this weekend game, right? Everything you were supposed to do. When it comes to it now, it's time for you to speak it into existence. It's time for you to say, man, I am, I will, it's done. Write that down. That's a good one to have. I am, I will, it's done. Like when you say that 2 and 3 times and mean it from your heart, mean it from your soul, it increases your abilities. It gives you this feeling of, man, you know what? Maybe I can do it. You know what? I will do it. See, I want you girls to understand right now how important it is for you to understand the power of words. You've heard the saying words stick. You've heard the saying to be careful on what you say, right? You just might get it. Well, if you are a person, I'm calling out some people today. If you're a person that continues to talk in the negative form of things, like you say things like, yeah, I got a game today, but I'm probably going to strike out. Yeah, I got a game today, but you know who's on the mound? She's like a mini Monica Abbott. We ain't touching that. Hey, man, I don't understand why we're going out there. We're going to get slaughtered anyway. I don't understand why she's out here today. You know, she doesn't help the team in any way. If you're a negative person, I hope you understand you're getting ready to breed negative results. A lot of times, so many good athletes talk negative, and by them talking negative, like speaking it in, good athletes are not seen as good athletes, some good athletes, because of the negativity that come out there. It chokes their abilities. Write this down. Negativity coming out of your mouth will choke your abilities. So that means you have the potential to be good, but since you always talk negative, it's suffocating your abilities, and now you're average. You take a step down. You take a step down. And if you like what you hear, I see some hearts coming up. Make sure because I can continue to stay on this if you're really liking it. If you have some other topics, make sure, or some ideas, make sure you type those in right there. But I just don't want you to, I've seen so many girls, like when I go to these showcases, when I go to these tournaments, when they come to my camps, I see so much potential, right? So much potential. But then so much negativity comes out because of the pressure. I don't want you to grow up thinking that negativity is what's going to hide the attention from you. Yeah, it might get the attention off of you to blend in with all the other negative Nancys out there, negative Stacys. But let me let you know something. That scholarship that you want, that negativity is killing you, honey. It's killing you. It's killing you. All right? Speak more life into your situations. Boom, boom, boom. Speak more life into your situations. If you have prepared for your upcoming game, when you wake up in the morning, you should say, I am, I will, it's done. I am, I will, it's done. You go downstairs, pour your bowl of cereal. Best cereal is Cinnamon Toast Crunch, by the way. If you're not a Cinnamon Toast Crunch liker, I'll settle if you like Honeycombs, Captain Crunch. And for my parents, if you like Frosted Mini Wheats. Other than that, no. No. Shout out to Smashley 4. It's good to see you, girl. Good to see you. But other than that, and then of course Lucky Charms, because I always pick out the marshmallows. But that's what I want you girls to understand that today. All right? I want you to understand. How do you build up confidence? That was our first topic. Make sure you're prepared. If you're underprepared, you don't deserve to have confidence. All right? So again, if you have prepared, how do you gain it? You need to learn how to build it up all during the week. Confidence is not something that you can turn on, like, again, with the light switch. Monday, you need to be building yourself up, pumping yourself up. You should be your number one fan, people. Stop letting your friends and your mama hype you up. Stop letting BFF hype you up. You should be your number one fan. You should hype yourself up. You should hype yourself up. Man. Oh, man, that's what I'm talking about. All right, I told you we're moving right along. Second topic, number two. Make sure you write this down. Topic number 2, how do I get out of slumps? How do I get out of slumps? How do I get out of slumps? Okay, so there is no one way of getting out of slumps. You hear so many crazy things like, yeah, one day I ate a whole bucket of chicken. One day I did this, I did that. I mowed the grass one day and then I went in and got a home run, or the game when it hit. There's a lot of little weird ways of getting out of slumps. But let me talk to you for real about some foundational points that you should be able to have when it comes to getting out of a slump. Okay? First things first. The first step of getting out of slump, write this down because you need to know this, because slumps are inevitable. You will get in them. It just depends on how long you will stay in them, okay? Every great hitter gets in slumps. Know that. Every good hitter gets in slumps. It happens. Happens at the highest level. So don't worry. I know you want to get out fast, but just know it's going to happen. The first way to get out of slump, step 1, you have to think positive. And you got to mean it. You got to because when you're trying to get out of a slump, it's going back to the basics. It's taking everything off your plate and starting from scratch, right? It's like a garden. You're trying to build your garden for it to produce hits again. But you can't build your garden when you're continuously pouring poison, negativity, poison into the soil, into the ground. And you can't really come in there with this, I'm pouring a lot of positivity, but yet I still kind of feel like I need to put some negativity in here too. It ain't going to work like that, honey. It ain't going to work like that. All right. So make sure you understand that first step out of a slump, you need to think and act positive through it so positive results can happen. Number 2, here's important. All these steps are important, but these are the steps the order needs to come in. Number 2, when it comes to getting out of a slump, you need to set small goals. Write that down. Set small goals to help you get out of a slump. So many times whenever, you talk about a slump, I remember those days back in my playing days when I was in a slump before I knew this. Doesn't it feel good that when you step in the box, when you're in a slump, you grip the bat a little bit tighter? Grip the bat a little bit tighter. You get a little bit, that bottom lip sticks out like this. Your eyes get big. You like this, right? Because you want to hit a bomb. You want to smash the ball. You want to be able to hit a double all the way to the fence. You want to do something phenomenal to get out of the slump, but it doesn't take something big to get out of a slump. It doesn't take something big to get out of a slump. And that mentality of I got to hit a home run. I got to I put extra pressure on myself because I got to make sure. No. Set small goals to get out of a slump. So here's an example of some small goals for you right here. If you're a person you're in a slump and you're popping up all the time, you're hitting a bunch of fly balls, hitting a bunch of fly balls. Your job is to be able to get on top of the ball. Okay, aim for the top of the ball with your contact. You don't get out the air. Do what you got to do. Set your goals and say, I got 4 at-bats coming up in this next game. I want to make sure of my 4 at-bats, at least 2 of the 4 at-bats, I do not pop up. I forbid myself to pop up all 4 times. I'm gonna focus on hitting a ball as hard as I can, right back up the middle where it came through, right by the pitcher's feet, all the way to center field for a base hit. I got 4 at-bats to execute that. That's a small goal. All right. If you're a person that's struggling with contact, shorten up, simplify your batting stance. Let's simplify. Stay loose, but we can't be tight. A lot of people want so many big things to happen when they're hitting in a slump that they start to get so tight. And when you get so tight, your bat drags. You're slow to get into the ball. Okay? And number 3, when it comes to get out of slump, hey, go up there. Like you heard the saying, fake it till you make it. You take your confidence up there and say, you know what? I'm about to have fun. I'm here to help my team win. When you take that loose attitude of, man, I want to do whatever it takes. I'm going to just take these 2 to 3 things in my mind in this box. If you take too many things in the box with you, it's not going to work. It's going to be tough. You can't have a clouded mind when you're trying to get out of a slump. Because think about it. When you're hitting well, you don't have but so many things in your mind. But when you're in a slump, you're thinking about, okay, my dad said this. My mom's screaming that I'm stepping out. I remember my hitting coach, I think, said this. And now I got my coach down the left field, down the third baseline, telling me to do something else. You can't have so many different things going through your mind in a slump. Focus on some small goals. Focus on a few things. Use that as your key and stay with it. Stay with it. Appreciate it, Molly. Appreciate it. I got some TBN family here as well. That's awesome, Kobe. Nice to see you. All right, so our final thing that I want to talk about today before I let you go. I told you we're going to be on here quick. We're moving. The final thing that I want to talk about today is become a professional dreamer. Topic number 3, write this down. Last one. Become a professional dreamer. I must become a professional dreamer. Write that down. I must become a professional dreamer. Got Ben Cherries in the building. I have to bring you up on a live soon. For real, they need to hear it. Power hitting outfielder right there. Played at the highest level. Definitely support. Okay, when it comes to this last topic, I must become a professional dreamer. I want all you girls to understand this right here, right now. Your dreams should never sleep. Your body should sleep and rest, but your dreams should never sleep. You should dream with your eyes wide open. Whenever you're in a line waiting for, food, when you're waiting in line with your mom to finally check out in the store, when you're just riding and taking rides in the car, sitting in your room listening to music, I want you to learn how to dream with your eyes open or even close your eyes. You need to be able to vividly see what you want to be. All right. You need to talk about it more. Tell people what college you're going to. Some of the money that you spend on things that's not going to make you anything. How about you spend some money on your dream school that you want to go to? All right. Encourage the family to go on an unofficial visit by yourself to your future dream school, a vacation, just to walk around the campus. You need to dream more. All right. You need to think about, visualization is key. Before bed at night, look at Look at some YouTube videos on how to turn that double play from second if you're struggling with that. I want you to dream that you're playing at that college of your choice. I want you to dream about making that list for conference honors, all state, all area, all region, ranked in the country, ranked in the state, ranked in the area. I want you to dream about that more, because what you think about, write this down, what you think about the most is really what you're trying to say you want to be. So if you think negatively, what are you? If you think about your dreams only when it comes to game day or at practice, then what are you? See, the elite athletes are the ones that when you ask them, how often do you dream about success? An elite or great athlete says all the time. They even hang with friends that promote that way of thinking. If your friends don't, if you don't hang with people that are always talking about moving forward, like if you hung with me, I'm like, girl, what we gonna do today? Like, we're gonna go out here and throw? First of all, let's go to Chick-fil-A. Let's get some food. Then after we, maybe take a nap, let's get back out here and let's do some more long toss. Let's get some flips. Let me hit. Toss to me. Let's work. You know what? Coach was talking about getting on. If you're not hanging with friends that want you to succeed just as much as they want themselves to succeed, you need to get them out of there. You need to get them out of there. You need to have new tryouts for your team, for your friends. See, a lot of times people don't understand that their friends are the main reason that they're being held back. Your friends play a major role in why you can't get your batting average up. You're like, why is that? Because they're not building you up mentally to be a better person when they're not around. If you hang around a bunch of negative people, then what are you going to be eventually? I'm not going to be a negative person. But do you remember the saying, what you hang around is what you become? And if you believe that, then what are you? Be careful who you allow in your circle. Be careful who you allow in your circle. Make sure you continue to grind. Make sure you continue to stay ready through this pandemic. All right. Have fun. Know that this storm will be over soon. All right. And I'm so thankful, and you should be so thankful, that Easton Fast Pitch has given you an opportunity for you to take your game to the next level tonight. All right. So make sure you have those notes. If you took good notes today, slide in my DM, CJ Beatty 44. Make sure you follow me. Slide in my DM and send me a picture. I want to post you up on my Instagram. I want to put you on my story. I want to put you on my page so people can see what dedication looks like. If you're a person that wants to be featured with your notes that you took today, make sure you slide in my DMs head first. Slide in them DMs. And make sure you show me a picture of you and your notes. I really, really, really enjoy talking to help people get to the next level. I've had my time. OK, the reason why I built TSM is because I don't want you girls, you ladies, you coaches, you parents to make the same mistakes that I made. OK, so I want to be able to come on here and share with you a lot of information so you can take your game to the next level so you won't miss out. There are so many people that took advantage of this pandemic that were non-starters before this pandemic. But after this pandemic is going over, they done took somebody's spot because they worked that much harder during this break than their competition did. Will that person be you? Will that person be you? All right. Molly said Easton will post too. So if you took notes during this, 2 places that I need for you to submit them. Follow me, CJ Beatty 44. Look me up, CJ Beatty 44. I'll put that right here. Here's my name right there. Make sure you write that down and follow me right there. I appreciate it. Thank you for being here, and hopefully Easton can get back open. I have a bat to return, but only once it's safe to open again. Yeah, that's true. No worries. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. My podcast is called The Loop Zone. It's called The Loop Zone. You go on Spotify and type in CJ Beatty, my name, CJ Beatty, and look for The Loop Zone. If not, just go on my Instagram page, CJ Beatty at CJ Beatty 44, and it's in the link in my bio. Talk about, it's the number one podcast for travel ball parents. So make sure you're on there, travel ball parents, youth coaches, and players. I just put up episode 2, which is dedicated to the players, up right now. And that is the title of episode 2 was COVID Extended My Off Season. All right. That was episode 2. And episode 1 was for the travel ball parents. And the name of that episode is My Child Ready? And that's pertaining to travel, started either in Little League versus Rec Ball versus Travel Ball versus Showcase. Okay, so we broke that down. We have guests come on all the time. Make sure. And thank you so much for tuning in. I love each and every one of you guys for wanting to better yourselves. Always want to win the day. Follow me, CJ Beatty 44. Love to have you part of the TSM family. We travel around the world. We deep out here. Mental motivation is all that we know. Love you. We're going to go out with some music. We'll keep this thing going on. I'll see you next Tuesday. Hey, next Tuesday, 7 p.m. Make sure you're on here because I'm coming back with 3 more amazing topics. Love you. I want to go to the